I think yesterday, what I told my grandchildren about God. And what I was telling them is, you know everything there is to know. Be polite and find out what it feels like to know everything there is to know. They got that right away. So my granddaughter, I didn't tell you the second half of the story. My 9-year-old granddaughter hears the whole thing and is really thankful. She said, "Thank you, Baba. It really helps me understand a lot. But I have a question. Is it okay?" I said, "Sure." She said, "You know, we seem to pay great attention and connection to the Greek gods. Why don't we pay the same respect to the Egyptians?" That's right. I had to keep a straight face. I said, "Well, that's a good question." But then I explained to her about racism. I said, the Greek gods came out of the Egyptian gods. But we're all focused on the West. So we don't want our gods to come out of the East. That's racist. She understood right away. She thought for a moment. She said, "Oh, thank you so much. That really does explain it." And then I told her, anybody here ever go to the Cairo Museum? Best museums in the world. One of the best, let's say. Did you go to the coffin room? Do you remember they had the faces and they were all Greek? Because the Greeks all came to Egypt. It was right across the pond, not the Atlantic. So they all learned from the Egyptians. And you see the faces on the coffins of those who died. And I went there, and I was there in the middle of Tahrir Square, so the museum was very empty, very available. Not like now. You know, I spent an hour in the King Tut room. There was nobody saying move on and all of that. How did this happen? Well, because the Greeks were in Egypt for 1,000 years. And they took the religion of the Egyptians and then just made it Greek. Everything is connected, you know.